Gills, the Watkins, and that's the kind of brand of rugby.
Yeah.
I can't get there. It's not in Salford. It's crap.
Yeah.
I don't know what they want. They were third in the league, playing absolutely fantastic rugby. We're getting 3,000 in for games. It's just.
It's a shame because, as I said, the loudness with 3,000. Imagine with 7,000 of our own fans.
It would be unreal.
The atmosphere would be unreal.
So moving on tomorrow to OKR again is. It's just a bit strange that we drew them again. As fans, there's quite a lot of banter going on. I see David Hodgson's in the squad.
Yeah, I played with him. Hodgie, he'll be going well still. So they'll be tough. They've got Sheensy's built a good squad there. Probably a Super League standard squad. So they're going to be tough. And obviously, they'll with the history of the squad on the last year, they're going to come out firing. But
I think we've got too much power for them.
If we play to our potential, we should be all right. But it's a matter of us making sure we play to our potential. Yeah.
I think most Salford fans. I think Wembley's the one. The grand final would be nice somewhere down, but to get to Wembley is 69 was the last time we was there. I've never been when I was 3. Yeah. So to get there, I mean, as a player, it must be. Is that the ambition?
That's my ambition, and I'm sure most of the boys in the squad. That's what their ambition will be to get to Wembley. So. I've played this my 10th year over in Super League, so I'd love to get there before I finish up.
Yeah, I've got a good chance this year, haven't we?
Yeah.
We have. Right, Dobbo, so I've had a few questions. Gino's asked, how does the setup at Salford compare to the likes of the Wigan, the Catalans, OKR?
Very, very similar. Catalan at the time was pretty poor. They'd just come in and the setup wasn't great. And to be fair, Wigan obviously has improved a lot now, but the setup when I was there, even in 2006, the Salford setup now would be better. But I think Wigan's obviously got a pretty awesome setup now. Yeah. I haven't seen it, but from what I've heard, and KR was very similar to this year. It's all very similar setups at most clubs now. You've got to be pretty professional. And, we've got one of the probably better setups, to be fair.
Yeah. My lads asked, how was captain chosen? Is it a vote? Is it?
So last year there was a vote for the boys that was from the coaches and the players, and they voted Tommy captain and me VC, and then this year I think because obviously Tommy left, he's just continued on with that. So yeah, that's how it's.
When you're out on the field with Robert and when Gaz plays and you've got that triangle of players, is it off the cuff or does one of you say, right, I'm going to take this over for the next 10 minutes, or is it just as the ball comes to you, that's how it is?
No, we just we play as we see it. If we sense we've got to get together as we're the spine of the team, and if we feel like Robbie's getting a lot of joy on his side of the field and he's targeting someone and it's working, we'll send the ball that way more, or vice versa. If we feel like we've got someone on my side of the field that we can pick on a bit, we'll do that, and we're pretty good with that sort of stuff. Me and Robbie and Gaz picks up on it as well, and Niall when he's in there. So you just sort of play it by ear as it goes. But obviously we do a fair bit of video before the game, and you sort of target the players you want to target and that sort of stuff. So that comes into play.
Talking about Niall, he's took his chance really well, hasn't he?
He has. He's played really well.
He's played really well the last 2 games.
It's good for the squad because we've got players that's putting pressure on everyone with Niall and Gaz, and we've got Toddy in the halves that puts pressure on me.
Is he still struggling with injury? Is he?
I think he's pretty much getting back close to fitness, but I think he's still struggling a little bit. So we've got competition for places everywhere, which makes it a lot more competitive.
Good on. Which of the teams you've played in, which is the best team you've played in? You've got to say this one, haven't you?
Well, I think this one at the minute. The only other one that would come close would be his second year at KR. I finished in 4th in the Super League. We built a really good squad. And it's a lot of similarities with this squad we've built this year. Actually, really good team camaraderie and real settled squad. And, I think that's showing this year. So we're only half done this year. So we've got to keep it going.
Best coach.
Best coach, I'd have to say Wayne Bennett, just because of what he's done in the game. He was probably.
He's always happy.
Yeah, no, he's actually totally different when you don't see him in the media. But Yeah, he was, in terms of motivating and that, he's probably been the best coach. But I'll tell you what, the job Watto's doing at the moment,
is he up there?
He's going to be right up there, especially with how meticulous he is with game plans and that sort of stuff. He's been really good for me. He's had improvement in himself from when he started as a head coach last year to now. He's had massive improvements as well, as you do, as the more you play, as you coach. So I'm sure down the track he's going to go on for bigger and better things as well.
What are your thoughts on, I mean, I know you're an Aussie, and what are your thoughts on the two Aussie lads who come in? Gary Schofield at the minute is quite vociferous that Aussies shouldn't be in that England dressing room. You know, I
think if, for instance, they didn't try and... I don't like the fact that Chris McQueen and those sort of blokes played for Queensland, and they...
Especially when Walmsley and Percival have gone all that way and sat on the bench, and it's just...
But if they've decided from early on that they want to represent England because they've got an English mother or father, that's fine. But if you first try out for Australia and you can't get in there, and then
it wouldn't happen the other way, would it?
It wouldn't happen the other way.
There, would it?
Yeah, I don't agree with it, but only if you, for instance, you decide from early on when you're 16, 17, I've got an English mother and play for England.
That's when I'm going to do it. Yeah,
but not when you play for Queensland and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So
And your biggest achievement in a game,
or
in life?
Oh, kids,
kids.
Yeah, misses and kids would be the biggest achievement off the field, but on the field, probably making my first grade debut for Canberra. Obviously, because that was when I was from a young age. That's what I wanted to achieve, was play for an NRL team, and I got to achieve that. And probably just my whole career in general to play 12 or 13 years at the top levels, it's hard enough to do, so whatever you're doing that, you're doing something right.
Yeah. And finally, on one of the questions, there's always one who's got to bring it down to smutty level of soccer AM. Ian Mello wants to know who's the longest in the shower.
The longest in the shower? I can tell you, it'd probably be either Greg Johnson or Connor Williams.
So what does the future hold for Michael Dobson in 2 more years? Will that be the end of it? Or would...
Yeah, I'd say so.
And would you live back here, or would you go back home with the family?
No, I'll probably take the family home. So, I think my wife would kill me if I stayed any longer. We've done.
So, what would you do? Would you retire, or would you too old to
then?
Yeah,
I wouldn't go back and play. If I went back, I might play a bit of local footy somewhere, and obviously, I wouldn't be going.
So, what would you do? Have you got a career?
I want to go into coaching or development, sort of role back home eventually. So, I like developing. Like helping the younger people and coaching, so hopefully I can get into that. But it's whether you can get a job, so I'll do it at some level. Whether that's obviously you got to start at the bottom, so I'll be back starting with the development sort of stuff. So
well, great. Thanks for your time, Dobbo. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thanks. We're
going to play Good Luck tomorrow.
Yeah.
Let's hope we can August you're lifting that trophy at Wembley.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Let's hope so. And we're going to go out with a bit of local music, a bit of local band, and a bit of Oasis.
No worries. Thanks, mate.
Wonderwall.
Yeah, beautiful.
Take care, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers, Dobbo. Thanks, mate.
Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Backbeat, the word is on the street that the fire in your heart is out. I'm sure you've heard it all before, but you never really had a doubt. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all the roads we have to walk are winding, and all the lights that lead us there are blinding. There are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. Because maybe you're gonna way back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you're not